In this video, I'm going to be ranking every single card to drop in Season 7 so far in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list here ranging from S that does go all the way down to F tier. And like I said, guys, we have every single card, whether it's a free card, obviously in the past to Paul George, like Willis Reed, Paul George, Amari Stoudemire, Walt Frazier's, the Ascension Prize, all of the promo cards that have dropped in Season 7, and obviously all of the free cards as well along the way in the playoff spotlight sims that have dropped in Season 7. So these are all of the cards so far that we've gotten so far in Season 7. I like to do these tier lists about halfway through the season, at least when it comes to the promo sets. We've gotten 3 Friday drops, and I think in total there's 6 Friday drops in a season. So let me know your guys' favorite cards so far in Season 7, and of course what you guys would change about my tier list. But again, these are only going to be cards in Season 7, not previous cards in other seasons, only cards that have dropped so far in Season 7. But looking at the first card here on the tier list is going to be Invincible Shaq, and obviously he's an invincible card. He's one of the best cards to drop this season because it's an invincible Shaquille O'Neal, 7'1" at power forward, 7'7" wingspan. I mean, good jump shot, Pro 2 fade, best SIGs in the game on a 7'1" Shaq card at the power forward position, obviously going in S. Now, Zion Williamson on the flip side, probably D tier. There's going to be some worse cards in my opinion, like short point guards, that are only pink diamonds that I do think are going to be worse than Zion, but Zion is definitely one of the worst cards to drop so far in Season 7, especially when it comes to a 100 overall card. He's only 6'6" at power forward. Very disappointing what they did to this Zion Williamson card, making him only play the power forward position. Now talking about the Paul Georges, obviously they're the exact same card, just comes down to the card art difference between the Pro Pass and the free Paul George, but both these cards are still really good cards to drop in Season 7, obviously as a level 40. Is Paul George as good as we thought he would be? No, but I do think he's still an A tier card from Season 7. Now Brandon Miller, he's definitely a step below Paul George. He's either like C or B in my opinion. I'll probably go B for Brandon Miller. He's a good shooting guard, 6'7" with a nice jump shot, and he plays solid defense. He's definitely a good card to drop in Season 7. Caruso, I would say, is probably either also B or in the A tier category. He's a really good defensive point guard. I'm going to go A tier for Caruso. I do think he's a better card than Brandon Miller at the point guard position. Now Donovan Mitchell, I think even as a dark matter, because yes, that's a pink diamond, but you can evo that card up into a dark matter by doing, I think 71 points in a game, I believe is how you evo this card up into a dark matter. But even when he's a dark matter, he's not that great. I'll probably throw him in like the D tier category alongside Zion Williamson. Now, Invincible Bob Pettit, again, it's another invincible card that got a change jump shot, has changed dribble sigs. I mean, he's the best small forward in this game, easily the best small forward to drop in Season 7 because Giannis came out in Season 6. So I do think Bob Pettit is for sure going to be in that S tier category. Now, Mike Miller, another really good shooting guard option. I would say he's probably either B or A. I'm going to go probably like high B tier for Mike Miller. I do really like his jump shot. Benedict Mathurin upper, Julian Schroeder base, on very quick. Great jump shot, Pro 2 fade, and he's 6'8" at the shooting guard position. Talking about Taylor Hendricks, he feels like a good C tier card. He's an okay small forward, like he's good. He's not as bad as like a Zion or a Donovan Mitchell, these shorter cards at their position. He's 6'9" at small forward, I do believe, but he's not as good as like a Brandon Miller or a Mike Miller, in my personal opinion. Pascal Siakam feels like he's also a B tier card. He's a good all-around small forward. He can do everything at a high level. He can defend at a high level. He can shoot at a high level, dribble, with the Darius Garland dribble style, which is nice to have. But I do think realistically he's going to be in B tier. Mike Bibby, this is where we get to short point guards. Now, he's not the worst of the worst, so I'm probably going to go Bibby in the D tier category. Invincible Magic, of course, he's going in the S tier category. 6'9" point guard with a change jump shot. Best dribble sigs in this game. It's Invincible Magic. He's going in the S tier category. Rashard Lewis, I mean, he's a good small forward in the terms of like, just the card itself. Now, is he worth his price? No, but he's 6'10" at small forward with a 7'2" wingspan, 99 stats, every single Hall of Fame badge you'll need. The jump shot's okay. He does have tray escape, Booker dribble style. He's probably a B tier card. Like, he's just objectively better than Taylor Hendricks, even though I don't think he's worth his price. But I do think as a card, he's still going to be in B tier. Talking about Swen Nader, he's honestly not that great. Didn't really like this card's jump shot whatsoever. I mean, you could probably go C tier, but I'm realistically going to go D tier for Swen Nader, however you say his name. George Mikan is good. I do think he's a really good power forward. Again, is he worth his price? Probably not, just because there's cheaper power forwards that are better than him, but I do think he's a solid card. Gonna throw George Mikan in B tier. Amari Stoudemire, wasn't a huge fan of this card, but I do think he's better than Zion. He's got a lot more height. His jump shot's decent. And he's another Zion Williamson in the sense that he can catch lobs and is really good at slashing and finishing at the rim. Willis Reed, One of the better cards to drop in Season 7. I don't know if you could put this card in S. He's just not on an invincible level of like a Shaq, a Bob Pettit, a Magic. He's not that good, but he's still really good for being a free card. As a 100 overall card, has a nice jump shot, plays really good defense in game. Do wish he had some more dribble sigs and was a little bit taller at the power forward position. OG Anunoby, another very good shooting guard option. I think he's on the same level as a Brandon Miller, Mike Miller, all very good at the shooting guard position. OG's great defensively with a good jump shot. Now we got some surefire S tier cards. Of course, Invincible Devin Booker, he's going in S tier. And then GOAT Kareem, the first GOAT card to drop, obviously in Season 7. I'm sure we'll be getting a lot more as Season 7 does progress. And as we, get more promo sets, I'm sure there'll be at least a GOAT card dropping in every single set. But I do think GOAT Kareem, obviously S. Booker, obviously S as well. I mean, Booker, really good jump shot now. Good, still has that good Booker fade. Has the best dribble sigs in this game. Kareem 7'2" at power forward with the best animations in my team. And also 40 legend badges is just insane on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, Jalen Suggs, I think, is pretty good. I think Suggs is C tier. Maybe I could start moving some of these cards down. I do think there's gonna be some cards worse, but like I wouldn't hate to throw a Baby down. I wouldn't hate to throw like a Zion down, maybe even a Donovan Mitchell, because Jalen Suggs, he's probably like better than Taylor Hendricks and Amari. I don't know if I want to drop those cards down though. Maybe we keep like Amari and Taylor Hendricks in C tier for now, but yeah, I don't think Jalen Suggs is B. I do think he's going to be in C tier. Invincible Rudy Gay, I mean, one of the best underrated cards in this game. He really doesn't go for much on the auction house for an invincible level card. He's under 2 mil, and to be debatably the second best shooting guard in this game alongside Tracy McGrady, Kevin Durant, I mean, selling under 2 million MT for this card is an extremely good price. I mean, I think he's one of the best priced invincibles in this entire game from Season 7. Walt Frazier, really good point guard on the same level as Caruso. I think both these cards are for sure going in the A tier category. Even though they're undersized at the point guard position, they are still elite. Walt Frazier with one of the quickest jump shots in this game and is a great defender. Jamario Moon, he's like a Taylor Hendricks level of card. He's a decent pink diamond, but realistically not going to be anything too special. Invincible Kawhi, he's a really good invincible, but call me crazy, I think Kawhi is high A tier. He's a very high A tier card. He's on the same level as Paul George. He might be slightly better than Paul George in my opinion, but both these cards are still really good cards. They're just not invincible level cards where they didn't get their jump shots changed and they don't have better dribble sigs. But if you look at Rudy Gay, yeah, he's got the same jump shot, but it's a really good release, and he also does have the best dribble sigs in the game, where Paul George and Kawhi still have their same jump shots, which is fine. They're decent jump shots. Rudy Gay's is still probably a little bit better, but they didn't get changed dribble sigs. They don't have the best sigs in the game like Rudy Gay does, and that's the difference for me. I don't think you could put Kawhi or Paul George on the same level as Rudy Gay at the shooting guard position. Now, talking about Monte Ellis, he's a decent point guard. I would say probably like high C tier for Monte Ellis. He's not bad at the point guard position. Rudy Gobert, really good defensive center card. Is he A tier? I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go high B tier for now when it comes to Rudy Gobert. I mean, if you're looking for a defensive center, that might be the card to look after, for a free card. Really good defensively, but does lack a good jump shot. Raja Bell, he's okay. Like, I kind of want to put Raja Bell low-key in D tier. He's just an okay shooting guard in my personal opinion. 100 overall Jonathan Isaac. He didn't get a changed jump shot, so I think realistically, he's going to be B tier. And even if we look at Jonathan Isaac, they didn't even change his sigs that much. Like, he doesn't have that great of dribble sigs. 6'10" at small forward is great. 7'2" wingspan. He's an elite level defensive card. But I guess he has Trey behind the back. He has Kemba escape. I guess he does have better sigs. Pro 3 fade, but that jump shot's not great. I mean, he's better than Rashard Lewis. I guess we could go probably low A tier for Jonathan Isaac. John Starks, again, not a great card in this game. I think realistically, probably going to be in D tier. Hedo Turkoglu, 100 overall, point guard, that's 6'10" at the point guard position. I think just based on that alone, because of his size, you got to put Hedo Turkoglu in A tier. Talking about John Barry, he's like, again, an okay card. He's a pink diamond who I think 6'5" at point guard, or is he 6'3"? 6'5" at point guard, 6'7" wingspan, has a decent jump shot, decent dribble sigs across the board with the Booker escape and the Booker dribble style. We'll put John Barry in D tier. Vladimir Radmanovic, this card, unbelievable. I mean, he has to be A. I know he's only a dark matter, but we have some other dark matters in A. He is 6'10" at small forward with a 7'2" wingspan, an elite level jump shot, and almost the best dribble sigs across the board in this entire game. He is unbelievable at the small forward position. Definitely one of the best dark matters to drop in Season 7. Invincible LaMelo, another easy S tier card, one of the best offensive cards in this entire game. Luke Walton is good. I think he's probably a step below like a Pascal Siakam, a Rashard Lewis at the small forward position. DeMar DeRozan, again, I'm not a huge fan of this card. Like, realistically, I think DeMar is probably C tier. He's not as good as Mike Miller at shooting guard. He's not as good as Brandon Miller, in my personal opinion. Jalen Johnson, He's also okay. Like, I think he's a solid card in the C tier category. J-Dub, or sorry, not J-Dub, the other Jalen Williams. I for some reason always call him J-Dub. He's been thinking about the other Jalen Williams on the Thunder. He's an okay small forward card. I would say, I guess he's on the same levels like a Taylor Hendricks and a Jamario Moon. But are those cards on the same levels? DeMar? Honestly, probably, because that DeMar card really isn't that great. Corey Maggette, not a great card whatsoever. I think he's going to be in D tier. Al Harrington is solid. I'll probably throw him in C tier. Tyrus Thomas is really good at small forward. I think you could argue low A. I'm going to go high B tier for Tyrus Thomas. He is really good at the small forward position. Definitely a better card than Siakam and Rashard Lewis. I think we'll go low A tier for Tyrus Thomas. PJ Washington is okay. I mean, realistically, he's going to be in D tier. Wasn't a huge fan of that card. Now, Deron Williams, I'm going to go very high. I'm going to go low A, man. He is so good offensively. I know he's only 6'3" at point guard, but he looks a little bit taller than 6'3", like maybe 6'4" in game. But take a look at these animations. His jump shot is insanely good. Pro 2 fade, and the best dribble sigs in this game, also with the best moving step back as well in Zach LaVine that not too many cards have. They've recently just started to give those cards like Rudy Gay, T-Mac, Vince, I believe, has that moving step back, and also so does Deron Williams, and I think he's great offensively and makes up for his lack of height at the point guard position. Talking about DeAndre Ayton, him and Rudy Gobert, I think, are on the same level. Both are really good center cards, can also play the power forward position, but I do think they're B tier realistically. Joel Embiid, honestly, is it crazy to say Joel Embiid is B tier? He's a good center card, he's a good power forward, but is he better than Rudy Gobert? Is he better than DeAndre Ayton? I guess so. So I guess we could probably go like low A tier for Joel Embiid. Lonnie Walker, wasn't impressed with this card whatsoever. Gonna go D tier for Lonnie Walker. He's just okay at the point guard position. I think Batum is probably like low B. I would say Batum is solid at the shooting guard position. Steven Adams is decent as a center. I think Steven Adams is going to be in C tier. Hershey Hawkins is not bad at point guard, but he's also not great. I do think he's going to be a D tier. 100 overall Mitch Richmond, actually a solid underrated point guard in this game. I think Mitch Richmond's going to be in B tier. He does have a nice jump shot. Ron Cycli, not a huge fan of this card whatsoever. He's on the same level as like Sweat Nader, in my personal opinion, for a big man. DeMarre Carroll is really good. Almost want to put DeMarre Carroll in B tier, but I do think he's probably like high C. He's a good small forward card, especially for a pink diamond. Jack Sikma, really good at the power forward position. Do I think he's A? Probably not, but I'm going to go high B tier for Jack Sikma, a really good power forward option. Peyton Watson is solid. I think for a pink diamond, he's going to be in C tier. 100 overall Lonzo, even though I don't think he's that great at the point guard position, he's not worth his price whatsoever because he's not much better compared to his Dark Matter card. I still do think Lonzo is going to be in B tier. Now, talking about Artis Gilmore, I think you have to go at least A tier for Artis Gilmore. Really good defensive center. Of course, we're not going to have glitch cards. We're not going to have Dikembe, Mark Eden on this tier list. So he's definitely one of the best big men, Dark Matters to drop. Probably the best Dark Matter big man to drop in Season 7. So I do think he's going to be an A tier. Now you got Vince Carter. Again, another surefire S tier card. Really good jump shot on him now that it's on very quick timing with the patty base. Oscar upper on very quick. Has the Pro 2 fade, the best dribble sigs in this game. Vince Carter is going in S tier. Now, Ray Allen as a 6'5" point guard, I'm going to go probably C tier for Ray Allen. I do like Mitch Richmond more because of the jump shot. This Gooey card, I think he's okay. Like maybe D tier. He's not that great in my personal opinion. Also, I think he's going to be in D tier. Invincible T-Mac, he's got to go S. A 6'8" shooting guard, him and Rudy Gay are both on the same level at the shooting guard position in my personal opinion. Doc Rivers, probably one of the worst cards. Going to throw him in F tier. RJ Barrett, not great. I think realistically he's going to be in C. Now, Rick Barry at the shooting guard position, one of the best shooting guards to drop. Amazing sigs on this card. They gave him a good jump shot, Pro 2 fade. Rick Barry is an absolute beast. I do think he's going to be an A tier. Tyrese Maxey, not a great point guard. I think he's got to go like D tier. DeMarcus Cousins, a good power forward option. I think DeMarcus Cousins is on the same level as Joel Embiid when we're talking about 100 overall cards at the center power forward position. He's great defensively with really good dribble sigs and also does have a solid jump shot in game. Really comes down to preference. Pete Maravich is okay. Like Pete Maravich is probably C tier in my personal opinion. Invincible Ron Artest, again, another surefire S tier card. Really good defensively. He's basically Kawhi, but with probably a better jump shot and much better dribble sigs. But I do think Ron Artest has to be an S tier. Next card on the tier list is going to be Galaxy Opalosar Thompson, and he's a decent shooting guard. Like he's probably also in C tier. He's a good defender, good athlete, has good athleticism stats. I do think he's going to be in C tier. Bernard King, he's a solid shooting guard option. I like Bernard King, probably in the B tier category. Does have a good jump shot. He's solid at the shooting guard position. Now, Josh Childress, I think is how you say his last name. Josh Childress, I believe is how you say it. I do think he's A tier, man. I know he's a pink diamond, but he has the best sigs in this game. His jump shot's really good. He is unbelievable as a 6'8" shooting guard right now in Season 7. Bruce Brown, I mean, I guess probably like D tier, maybe even F. He's just not a good point guard. Darren Carlson, also going to be an F tier. Gilbert Arenas, I know he's an undersized short point guard, but again, I feel like he's probably A tier because of his jump shot being really, really good and also having great dribble sigs. Jermaine O'Neal, he's another easy A tier card. Could potentially be an S if we were to put one card in S from the A tier category. He's really good at small forward, 6'11", with a good jump shot and great sigs, but I think I'm going to go Jermaine O'Neal in A tier for now. Brad Miller, I think is better than Jack Sigma by a little bit. I'm going to go Brad Miller in probably like low A tier. He's a really good power forward with great sigs and a good jump shot. Baron Davis, he's not a bad point guard. Like, he's probably B tier. He's very solid at the point guard position. Michael Finley, he's another good shooting guard option. So is Franz Wagner. I think Franz Wagner, even Jared Wallace, all really good shooting guards that I think are all going to be an B. Maybe you could argue Franz, maybe you could argue Jared Wallace, or maybe even Finley an A, but I do think these three cards are going to be an B tier. Wang ZZ, another B tier card. Even though he's a pink diamond, he is a great center option for a budget player. I do think this Jordan Crawford card, he's decent at point guard. I would say probably C tier for Jordan Crawford. Jared McCain, he's going to also be in C tier. Evan Turner, one of the best budget point guards in this game. Got to go B tier for Evan Turner. Rodney Carney, I think he's probably on the same level as Jordan Crawford, also going to be in C tier. Matt Ryan, he's D. He's definitely a step below those cards. Mike Price, one of the worst cards in this entire game. Cameron Thomas on the same level as Jared McCain in C tier. Talking about Carmelo Anthony, invincible card. Again, it's another invincible card. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're all going to be in S tier. Now, Steve Nash, he's another good point guard. I would maybe go B tier for Steve Nash, probably a step below a Gilbert Arenas, you know, Alex Caruso, Walt Frazier, Deron Williams at the point guard position. Very good though for a Steve Nash card. Jerome Kersey's decent, gonna throw him in C tier. Brandon Ingram, still 6'10" at shooting guard with a nice jump shot. I feel like you have to go Brandon Ingram, probably in like the lower A tier category. Gary Payton, also have to put him in A tier. I know he's only 6'4" at point guard. I know he's not that great for an invincible card, but he's still really good at the point guard position, especially defensively. Kyle Lowry's going to be an F tier. Herb Jones, he's okay. Like, he's probably another C tier shooting guard option. 100 overall Glenn Rice, that's the card that I'm going to put in S. I feel like if there's any 100 overall card is going to be an S tier, I feel like it has to be Glenn Rice, one of the best 100 overall cards in this game. He is so good at the shooting guard position. I would say he's on the same level and maybe even better than a Ron Artest and a Carmelo Anthony. Talking about Josh Smith, he's another surefire A tier card. Really good defender, has a good jump shot, and does have some better dribble sigs now. Marquise Daniels, he's okay, gonna throw him in D tier. This Palau Larson card, also not that good, gonna throw him in D tier. Patrick Patterson, he's okay at the small forward position. So in my opinion, guys, these are going to be the rankings of every single card to drop in Season 7 so far, whether it's a promo card, whether it's a free card, whether it's a festival card. All of these cards are going to be on the tier list, and let me know what you guys think down below. You know, what would you guys change about it? What cards would you guys move up? What cards would you guys move down? And let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. And let me know what Season 7 card has been your favorite so far, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.